Welcome to Monday Morning Meditation. Today we continue reading from Teachings of Great Ones, Volume 1, and this is The Birth of Christ. This is a 4-volume set by Gita Saraydarian. It is all the esoteric meaning of the teachings of Christ. So today I will be reading from pages 128 and on, and then we will do a beautiful meditation that starts on page 209. This is a beautiful session, and it's the final session of this month on the teachings of Christ and contacting Christ. So today's focus will be, how will you know that you have made a contact with Christ? Remember last time we talked about the 7 ways that Christ contacts us, and now we're going to say, well, what is the result? How do we know? So this is really, really beautiful, and I read this over and over, and I thought about it, and it is really, really meaningful. So think about this. So if you make a concerted effort and not keep cycling around and around your problems, the things that stress you out and worry you, then pay attention to how and when Christ is able to contact you and you Christ, and then what are the results? So here's the first thing. The first thing you can know from the contact, and listen to this, is that you don't like certain things about yourself anymore. Now, this is not about beating yourself up. This is very important because what it means is you are being observant of what is happening to you and how you are responding to life, and your soul is starting to talk to you. Your soul is saying, I don't like what these bodies are doing. So, for example, you say, why am I saying this or thinking that? You become so beautiful that suddenly you see that your old self is not so good anymore. Okay, that was yesterday's person. So our old self means our self that is based on our physical, emotional, and mental fabrications and illusions and glamours and must-haves and must-dos. And all of a sudden you say, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to think that anymore. I don't need to say that anymore. So it's a wonderful time if you catch yourself doing that. Try not to go to the deep end and say, oh, I'm no good. No, say, wow, that was because I was contacting Christ, which is a replica of Christ inside of us, is our human soul. So don't forget that. So what else happens? The second one is that we will see an increase of goodwill. And I see that when I start focusing on the good things in life, the blessings I have received, the good people around me, the wonderful things that go on in life, what do? I start having an increase of goodwill. It is very important that we start willing good things for others. If we keep saying nasty things or wishing nasty things for others, that is the energy, the vibration that we carry with us. And we don't want that. And in this day and age, it's very important to pay attention and not pile on anger over anger, frustration over frustration when we read the news and social media. Let's not just pile on things that are just written to incite anger and frustration and confusion from us. So instead, he suggests, say, I wish that angels follow him. And I've heard really beautiful things like, God protect her or him. Maybe he or she should be blessed by the greatest in the world. There's another saying I hear friends here say, God bless us one and all. I love that one. So instead of getting frustrated and saying angry words, just say, God bless us one and all. And it just cools you down. So the whole idea is when you have that anger is to cool yourself down and think of the greatness that great ones experience every day. Imagine the frustrations that masters of wisdom underwent in all their lives. And we too will become masters of wisdom someday. That is a promise by Christ, by Buddha, by all great ones. They all say, you are going to achieve greater things than me. And you wonder, how is that? Well, by becoming full of goodwill and love. Now let's look at the third one. I love this one. It says the third one that you will experience is peace. I love that. My peace be with you. His contact brings peace. And he says, when you are really feeling messy, angry, and he is relating a story here on page 129. Read this with me if you have the book, or listen carefully. He says, close your eyes, and know you have lots of fear and angry plans to destroy this and that. You know that. You're angry, you're frustrated with yourself, with life. And we go for counseling, and he says, close your eyes and instead imagine Christ in front of you. Now imagine him putting his hands on you. Feel his blessing and talk to him. These are so beautiful. And if you want to know more about contacting the Christ, I'm going to suggest a book for you, and it's this one, Christ, the Avatar of Sacrificial Love. There's a meditation at the end that we do this often in Christmas Eve, at Wesak, and is how to contact Christ. It is so beautiful. I suggest you take a look at that if you have that book. Now on page 130, he says you can do it. So close your eyes for a minute and feel the contact of the Great One, or any Great One that you want. One moment of contact makes you peaceful. In dangerous times, anytime you have a real problem that you cannot solve, or when you are really frustrated and confused, contact him and you will see what will happen. Even with all your problems, you will have some kind of peace that will surprise people. You see, the idea is not to look for great ones to solve our problems. Christ, please solve this problem for me. No, the idea is to elevate ourselves to a place of joy and peace, so that with that knowledge, with that energetic link, we are able to solve our own problems that are best fitted for us and for people around us. So it's very important. We are not asking the great ones, solve my problems, heal me, fix me, make me successful. No, we're saying, give me that energy, your peace, your love, your blessing, so I can do it myself. You want to be able to do it yourself. Christ's influence also creates unity, he says. Unity, it makes you full and together. So imagine that soul in you, that human soul in you is awakened, and he or she says, I'm in control now. Not all your make-believes, not all the silliness. I'm in control. This is a tremendous thing. People think unity means social unity. He creates unity within you. The human being is not united. Now, if you look at yourself, and I looked at myself, we're not united. We are divided. We do things against our conscience, don't we, sometimes? Let's be honest with ourselves. He does things against his thoughts and logic. He thinks things against his emotions. He does things against his physical body. And when these conflicts exist within a person, he is a divided house within himself. That is what I see the problems when I have problems or other people have problems. We are a house divided. Every single part of us is pulling in a different direction, and this contact is pulling us together under the control of our soul. He is looking at you in terms of eternity. That is Christ. In the visions of eternity. What is the problem today? Next year it'll be gone. You see, all of us throughout this planet have suffered a lot this year in 2020, but it'll be gone. So look forward for that day and find that peace inside of you that will help you get through these days. In the visions of eternity, Christ looks at us. Little things will not bother you because you are together. So you see, the whole contact and teachings of Christ is to pull us together, our three bodies together, under the control of our human soul, under the guidance of our solar angel. Think about what I just said. That's very important, alignment. Now, the next sign that contact with Christ creates is in you is real striving. And I say this at the end of the year now because we need to strive to overcome, to change. This time of the year at Sagittarius, we are changing, we are looking at the next goal, and then next comes Capricorn, and that helps us go to the mountaintop and look at all the goals and visions that we have for our life. Let me read a beautiful passage from page 133. Christ means to be successful. Okay, greater things you will do. That doesn't mean any failure in that, because the power of light is successful and the power of spirit is successful. Remember that. Bring out that light in you, that spirit in you. You are going to be successful in your career. You are going to be successful in your efforts of communication, in your social life, in your creativity. You are going to be successful in contacting, in communicating with higher and higher levels of intelligence. You are going to be successful because you cannot do otherwise. You are a flame of Christ. We are made by God. We are a spirit of God, and Christ is watching us. So we are destined to be successful. I love that. But you have to strive. We can't just sit and say, give me, give me, give me. If somebody says that, you will basically say, well, why don't you work for yourself a little bit? You see, so we have to get out of the habit of asking great ones, give me, give me, give me. Instead, we're saying, here's what I'm doing. What are your problems, Lord? And I've got the solution for you. Isn't that a beautiful thought? I love that. Let's go to the bottom of page 134. What else happens if he contacts you? He says the sixth thing that happens is called in the ageless wisdom initiation. Initiation in Christian literature is called the transmutation process. You change level by level. You look back at last year and you are surprised. Was that me? And 5 years ago, that was me. You're going so far that every day you have a new rebirth, a new expansion of consciousness. And the teddy bears that you used to love, now you do not even look at their faces. Teddy bears, figuratively. You have different teddy bears now, but eventually you are going to leave them also. So this year, we have found that we needed to look for joy. All the things that we did this year, we started with joy. We started with the great teachings. We started with the meditations and visualizations. And we are going to look at higher values, higher virtues. We are going to respond to life, respond to the needs that life is pulling from us. And we are not going to give in. We are not going to succumb, because we will make contact with Christ and he will help us. It's so beautiful. So I hope you love these as much as I have loved bringing them to you. And now I'd like to have us do a guided meditation that is really beautiful, contacting Christ. We are going to also send our blessings through the great invocation to the entire planet. The planet is going through crises now. Human beings are going through deep crises now. So let us be the travelers of light and bring light and blessings to everyone. So this starts on page 209 if you'd like to look at it later. So to do our meditation, sit up straight, and as always, relax, put your chin down, and smile on your face. Nice smile on your face. Smile and feel the love, the light, and the great sacrificial act of that great one, Christ. How much he sacrificed for us. Think that he did all these things to raise you into the light. The light means truth, clarity, honesty, factuality. So with the first phrase of the great invocation that we will say together, we are going to invoke that light. And imagine it coming from the highest and coming straight down onto our planet. Okay. Focus on the light now. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. See our entire planet shining in the light. Visualize in the space our planet, shining like a Christmas tree. From the divine sources, the light is pouring into our planet. Have no doubt whatsoever. Let's go to the next two phrases. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. And feel his presence in your life. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. Now see divine light, divine love, and divine will, three energies blending together and coming onto our planet. Like three prisms of beautiful, colorful lights. There you go. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Om. 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 Now think how you can increase the light in the coming months, and visualize a spark of light at the center of your head, and let it increase and increase and expand until you feel that you are standing in the light or sitting in the light. Let the light penetrate into your body, emotions, and thoughts. Feel in the light. Okay, let's take a minute to do that. You're going to increase your light, your truth, your beauty, and start with a little light inside of your head and just expand it slowly, slowly. Now you are sitting in that big, beautiful light. Visualize Christ standing in front of you and putting his hands on your head, making you to shine like a greater light. Feel the transformation. Feel your body totally in light. No darkness is in your body. No darkness is in your head. All is light around you. Let your light shine. As we celebrate the winter solstice, the light is going to increase. Truth is going to increase. Healing will come to humanity. See that light increasing from you, linking us all together, throughout the world. And the whole planet is bathed in light, and Christ is blessing our entire planet. Let us say one Om to seal that light. Open your eyes. Thank you for joining me this year in all the changes that we encountered together. I have really enjoyed bringing these Monday morning meditations to you. It's been great fun for me to think of beautiful ways to share with you. Remember to get this book if you don't have it, Teachings of Christ. It comes in 4 volumes, and Christ, the Avatar of Sacrificial Love. And if you like these programs, share them. Share them with everyone, because we spread the light. There's more light that we live in. When we spread the light, our own light increases. And so does our families, our groups, our nation's lights increase. So I want to thank you for being with me, and thank you for your support, for your love. And I will see you next Monday with a special prayer that we are going to do to spread healing to the entire world. So join me next week and share these beautiful teachings. Thank you. And I also want to thank all of you for the donations and the support that you've given us. We have depended on these in these troubling times, but you have supported us. Thank you so much. And God bless you. Christ be with you. Bye for now.